We're back. We're here. The last episode we dropped, was it my birthday episode?
Yep.
It was my birthday episode. I want to say thank you to everybody who came out, enjoyed my birthday with me. It was an open mic. It was a live podcast, and it was a party as well. Um, for those who didn't come, catch me next year, or just catch us at the art gallery throughout the year.
For sure.
We always got some dope stuff going on, dope things going on. So once again, I appreciate everybody who came and showed me love for my birthday and showed us love towards our event.
For sure.
But today is a new day,
For sure.
and we're back with Bonding with Boogie and a Precious Perspective. And as you know, it's your host Boogie Ogun. Him, him a Drie,
For sure.
him for knee,
That guy.
him the G,
Been there.
him who doesn't hide, him who seeks, him with the shortest arms, him still with the longest reach. And we got my boy.
Precious. With a precious perspective. And per usual, it's always a pleasure to be here with you, brother.
Always.
Always glad to come through and chop it up. And today we have a very special guest with us. I started talking to her about how she heard about it, and I'm excited to get into this interview because it's a new flavor we got to Bonding with Boogie and a Precious Perspective. So I'm going to go ahead and let our guest, Queen Drie, introduce herself, where you can find her, platforms, all that.
My name is Queen Drie. That's Queen Drie. You can find me on all streaming platforms. I make Afro fusion music, hip hop, and Afro beats, that kind of vibe.
Okay, let's get straight into it. How he said he was excited because you're a new flavor here. I'm the type of person I be really overexcited. You know what I'm saying? I be really like excited. So first and foremost, when I read the Instagram DM, I was like, okay. First of all, I was excited because it was somebody reaching out about the show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's always a thing. Once I actually clicked your page and I actually saw who you were and what you were doing, I got more excited because, like he said, this is a first time thing. We've had many rappers, we've had many singers, we've had many
Authors,
comedians.
yeah.
We've had, this is the first time that this has been done on this show. So with that being said, this is special automatically. I'm thankful and grateful for you. And like I said, I get a little emotional because, like I said, we are a growing platform as well as you're a growing artist, I'm sure. So just to know that you saw what we had going on or you were interested, and I went through your profile and I got interested, I appreciate you for being here first and foremost. And I just want to give you your flowers for coming on and being the first to ever do this with us. I appreciate you.
For sure. And so in that space, starting off, like, what made you the artist? Where take us along your artist journey? Where did you start writing music, creating music, things of that nature?
It's kind of hard to talk about like the beginning because it was very it's like mentally driven. It's like when you're doing something that is not your calling. So I was in school at the time, and even though I did understand the implications of like mental illness or whatever, like I didn't understand that it could literally make you physically sick.
Okay.
So I was physically sick. I had to leave school, but that's because I was like pre-med, and I always had a passion for writing. So I started with poetry. So I write most of my poetry over like a piano instrumental because I'm a little dramatic. So
You're a poet.
yeah.
That's what's up.
So that's how I got my beginning. After I came home, I'm like, you know what? I need to figure out who I am instead of like you go to high school, you graduate, you go to college, pick a degree that's
Nothing
gonna
wrong
make
with
you
that at all.
money.
Yeah.
So it's like I had to step out and figure out who I was, why I wasn't feeling comfortable in my body, and music just chose me out of that.
So with that being said, the first song I did listen to by you, and this might go back, or you made a song called Mama. And of course everybody loves their mom. I love my mama. You love your mom?
I love my mom.
I think everybody loves their mom. Has your mom been like an impact as far as
Oh my God.
everything you're doing, everything you've become, everything that you plan to be?
Absolutely. My mom is like my biggest fan. She's a partner in my record label actually.
Okay.
She's a financial investor. Like she's in it. Like she's at the shows, the festivals. She's fangirling. She's a support system when things don't go my way, when I'm hoping for a big show, like she's there for every second of it. And I'm very grateful.
Shout out to your mom.
Yes, shout out to her.
Like I said, that was the first thing I noticed. I listened to the song. I said, damn, like people who make songs about their mom really have connections with their mom. So I just had to throw that out there. And like KJ was asking through the mental space and through how did it feel once you were able to like, I don't want to say get over the mental illness or whatever, but like once you realized like what your calling was and you became free in it, like how did it feel to like break or, you know, kind of get some of that that weight off your shoulder? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it was awesome. It just felt like this was something that I wanted to do. I wanted to talk more so it was about me just like letting things off my chest.
Right.
Like being in that space of like communication, like we said, like the poetry, like it's always been very self-expressional. It's like, so for me, the greatest part about it is doing something that I genuinely like to do. Like I wake up every morning and I'm excited about it, even though like marketing and all those things add like unnecessary stress. But I'm still glad because I don't necessarily have to feel like I'm stuck somewhere living a life that I'm not happy about.
Nice. So when did writing become that for you? Like, is there a certain age or a certain time in your life, or was writing always kind of in your back pockets? You always kind of had it?
It was always there. Well, I used to talk to myself a lot before I started writing.
For sure.
You say that, but I think a lot of people talk to themselves.
sure.
Yeah.
Whether it's out loud or whether it's inside, like I talk to
sure.
myself on a regular.
Good. Because I feel like people be faking. But
Yeah.
so I guess actually putting it to instrumental will probably be around like high school, like maybe sophomore or junior year of high school. That's when I really started writing poetry. But like music was like probably in 2019. That's the first time I ever picked up a pen and wrote a song.
Facts. And so talk about that transition. Was it easy for you to like, did you find yourself when you were writing songs still at a poetic cadence, if that makes any sense? Or was it like an easy transition? Was it like, all right, bet I can effortlessly go from poetry to songwriting?
It was not easy.
Okay,
I
facts.
did not know what I was doing. I had so many drafts that were just like nothing. But so I actually started, my brother is my manager, and he was managing another artist before me. So I started by writing music for him. So it was very far removed. It just felt like, oh, I'm going to write something that he can say. And then I realized that it's not his story, so he can't tell it. So I have to like tell it myself.
So with that being said, the first song you ever wrote, was it an Afro hip hop?
It was.
It was. So you've been that type of artist. As far as poetry, I don't think you could do that. I don't know. I've never seen it done. But as far as like an artist, a musical artist, you've always been the Afro
hip hop.
Afro hip hop.
Tethering right there.
Can I ask why? Or is that just the lane that you know, like I said, you chose? Like, why did you specifically pick that lane?
I love hip hop. I love the cadence of hip hop. I like how free it is. I like how you can either say too much or just say as little as you can. And in terms of Afrobeat hip hop, so I actually wasn't very familiar with Afrobeats actually. After moving to Chicago, I've been here for the past 10 years.
Moving from where?
From Ghana.
From Ghana. We have an African on the show.
Yes,
we have two Africans on the show. We have two Africans on the show. I'm sorry. I'm Nigerian. I'm an American born.
It's crazy. She said she recognized. That's why I told you in the car before we got here. I'm like, she probably saw your name.
I did recognize your name.
Me, and said
the
she's probably
Ozu, and I'm like,
me.
My father, that's the name that they've been calling me for a while now. So it's kind of a name I just took. I actually found out what it was, and I incorporated it in my name. But so that was another thing when we conversated. I was like, damn, we got another African on the show. Because 9 times out of 10, I'm like I said, my dad's Nigerian. I'm really probably the only African like in my circle or just around or just, you know what I'm saying? Other than when I'm kicking it with my dad and my, you know what I'm saying? I don't have much family here from Africa, but my dad, I got a couple uncles, a couple of his friends that I just been calling uncles since I was 3. You know what I'm saying? You know how that go.
Yeah.
So they are unc.
Yeah.
But so you said about 10 years ago. Why Chicago?
My mom was here, but also if I had to live anywhere in the world, it would be Chicago.
Okay.
Like, no doubts, no questions. This is the best city in the world. Where's the camera?
You right
This
here.
is the best city in the world.
Hey, and it is. I'm not mad about that at all. But saying coming over from T, so your mom was already here. Okay, cool. So coming to Chicago, let's talk about that transition because I'm pretty sure it was a big culture
It was.
shock difference. How was that transition from so now we know why you do Afro beats and or Afro hip hop or how was it coming from and it's crazy. 10 years still seem like not that long to me because I've been in Chicago my whole life. You know what I'm saying? So it was like 10 years ago, to be somewhere is not that long. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause especially when you've been here 33 years of your life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So how was the transition from just switching over from literally like another country to Chicago?
Yeah.
I mean, it was a big culture shock. I wasn't aware of how big of a cultural shock it was at the moment because I was like right around elementary school like time. Everything here is different culturally. But I will say that being from Accra, which is the big city of Ghana, really did prepare me very well because although there's a big cultural shift, infrastructure wise, things are basically the same everywhere you go. It's just
So
like
that's a big city from where you're from.
Exactly.
Okay. I got you.
So it's like it's not that vast of a difference culturally, knowing that there's so many like levels to things like racism and all these other things that I had to experience for the first time. But aside from that,
wasn't any racism there where you're from?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely not.
My daddy used to tell us it's like white Africans, and I was like, what? That's
Maybe
what my dad
light-skinned
told
people.
Man, they were white. Like it's people who were. Do you call a white man that was born in Africa and been in Africa his whole life? Would you call him an African?
No.
You know what I'm saying? For sure. But okay, cool. And they may have been light skinned. Who knows? I don't know what. I can't even remember now.
I mean, there are white people that grow up in Africa, for sure.
And they speak the language and everything.
And they speak the language.
Okay. They're white. They're just in Africa. They just were born in Africa.
Yeah.
But a white person would tell you they were African. If you met them and they say, I've been living in Africa my whole life, you'd be like, you African? Yeah. I think they'll pull it. Because why not?
They would. I saw a video earlier today with a white girl saying she was Nigerian.
Oh.
Yeah.
She gonna pull it.
Wildly audacious.
Because she's probably
She
out there.
spoke broken English and she spoke it better than me. So I was like, at this point, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
In that space, talking about your transition, did that ever translate into your artistry, like into your writing, or what inspires your writing? I might ask.
The need to express.
Okay.
Also, like I'm very big on hip hop. I'm very big on culture, and I'm very big on music that inspires the culture or that contributes positively to dialogue in some way, shape, or form. I noticed a lot of people, so this was like 2020 pandemic, and everyone was like complaining about the state of music, and I'm like, wait, but we can actually do something. Like we can actually make music that is enjoyable. We just need an audience to listen to the music. So yeah.
Facts. And I heard you mention earlier talking about like the marketing of artistry and like what have you learned in that space as far as it having to do with your artistry and or interfering sometimes? Because I feel like business can cramp a nigga style for real. Like where you really want to catch a certain flow, but you got to pay attention to certain markets and or demographics and be intentional with your content. I think it kind of can sometimes stifle your artistry. So in that space, what have been some of the challenges in that regard for you?
I would say the biggest challenge for me is that I'm an introvert, which is very hard.
So thank you for being here.
In the music space, and like everyone expects you to be performing all the time. Like you have to put on this persona and you're constantly in this state and you're happy to see everyone. But I enjoy my world. So marketing, when it comes to the marketing aspects, Michael's always like, where are the TikTok videos? Where are the reels? And I'm like, why can't I make art? Like, why do I have to almost like I'm the commodity? You know, like people want to buy into me. They want to see me doing makeup tutorials. Like, what is that about?
That's
like,
a beautiful way to think, but it just ain't how shit working nowadays.
I know.
And I felt the same way. You know, I'm a poet, and I feel I'm a great poet. I was gonna say I feel like I'm a great poet
For sure.
And I realized that being stagnant or just being still, like just going out doing poetry, it wasn't enough. We created this show.
Yeah.
Content of other people, content of the show. You know what I'm saying? Like, you literally at this point have to be pushing yourself through some platform and in person almost every single day. And I'm saying almost because it's almost for me, but it's every single day. You have to do this. If this is what you want to do and plan to do, it's something that you have to be pushing every single day. So, like I said, I'm with you on that. Like that's one of the hardest parts about doing it, just being consistent, because it's not just about the craft and the art anymore.
Yeah.
It's more personal. People want to see you. People want to hear you. People want to get to know you without even really knowing you, but feel like they know you because they've interacted with you on platforms and TikToks and
engagements.
Yeah, you say you do makeup tutorials.
No, I don't.
Oh,
but they
no,
want
you
me
were
to.
saying,
but they want you to.
Yeah.
Your lip gloss is popping. So with that being said, like I said, I most definitely understand. But like I said, it's most definitely a wave of a whole new, and it's been the wave for a little time now. It's not even as crazy. It's not like it's a new thing. Like this TikTok wave and social media wave has been a thing for a while now. And now it's just like people really getting paid and people really getting bigger off of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So as much as you don't want to go that route, or as much as you feel like people should, you know, just because of who you are, that's why they should buy into it. That's why they should. That's just not how it works anymore.
Yeah, I feel like you gotta market it. And one thing that I'll say about, again, just living in Chicago, living in the States my entire life, America's a marketing spot. Like they live off this shit. They live off us selling, buying, consuming, you know?
For sure.
And so in this space of new age artistry, and also having that freedom, I feel like now to promote yourself independently. I feel like earlier on it was a lot to do with labels and people getting signed.
You just need a camera. You just need an iPhone or
you know what I'm saying? Good and
camera
like you
and
said,
good video.
Consistency. And so in that space, how have you? One thing that I just heard you talk about throughout, it sounds like your family is riddled into your business infrastructure, and that's dope. And so outside of, I'm sure, the family and the support, how do you manage to balance the business aspect and that artist? How do you not lose yourself in trying to stay relevant or trying to keep up with again the trends or anything like that? Or do you look to keep up with the trends?
So I will say, well, based off how much work I've put in on my Instagram and my TikTok, I don't really care about those things, which makes it hard for me to market myself because I don't want to overly expose myself to too much stimulation because I know like what I can handle. So I don't like being on social media 24/7. I'm not interested. But sometimes if I'm having like a good hair day or something, I will get on there.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas.
Okay.
Skin glowing.
Yeah.
The sun's out. You know that sun be the best filter. The sun slapping your skin the right way.
Exactly.
You got it. Why not get on the internet? And with hip hop, I heard you. You know, I think everybody in this room loves hip hop. So you say you love hip hop. Who are some of your favorite hip hop artists?
Some of my favorite. Oh my god, my favorite of all time would be Wayne. I think he's sick with the metaphors.
Smart guy.
I love Kendrick. I love Cole. Those are my favorite artists.
You like rappers.
For sure.
Real rappers. Nothing wrong with that at all.
Lyricists.
Why you say like that?
No.
Real rappers. Real rappers.
It's
you know my hip. You know people have that great hip hop list, and you got real rappers. You just named real rappers. You know what I'm saying? Not like trendy. You know what I'm saying? Just it's those are people on my list. You feel me? When I have to put together my list of rappers that I like. So that's what's up. So with that being said, you like real rappers. So when you writing your lyrics, are you trying to be a lyricist, or are you trying to just make vibe music? Or
I wouldn't say I'm a lyricist. Even though lately I've been going back, my favorite album is 2014 Forest Hill Drive.
Okay.
So lately I've been trying to figure out.
What's your favorite album? Your favorite hip hop album is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think when it comes to favorite albums, it's about like the time that the album finds you.
Hey, that's
and
a
then,
fact.
Yeah, it has like a lot of sentimental value, not just necessarily like, is this the greatest bars of all time?
Okay. Okay, I'm not mad at that. I believe some other people would probably put that as one of their greatest albums. You know,
I don't know if people gonna think that's the greatest album, but it means a lot to me.
Okay, your greatest, the best hip hop album to you.
I have "Love Yours" tatted on me. I love Cole. I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah. Whoa.
I do.
So
Great.
she said he's great for sure. Cole, I ain't gonna even stand. Don't even get me started because I'm disappointed in my boy for bowing out like he did. I didn't like that.
He just had to. Like, this got nothing to do with him.
Okay, man. And when you explain
and another thing, it had nothing to do with him, and it's me personally. They all great rappers. Drake is the better entertainer of the two, but I think J. Cole knew what Kendrick Lamar was on. He knew. Hey boy, I've been waiting to go with dude. Get at him. If you step in the way of this, bro, I'm just on all of that. Okay. And I think my boy bowed out gracefully because I didn't. Yeah. One, I don't think he wanted that. They are cool. Him and Kendrick are cool. Like I said, he knew, and I think Kendrick was confident enough to tell him, like, bro, I'm ripping shit in half. And I ain't gonna say Cole was scared, but he knew. Yeah. So he was like, you know what, my boy, that is between y'all.
On your own, for real.
That is between y'all. That is between y'all.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll take the little slight dish you threw at me.
Okay.
But
might delete later.
But hold on. At the same time, too, though, it does it blemishes J. Cole just a little bit.
You think so, though?
Yes, bro. Yeah.
I think because of the move. Like, why you put it out and take it back?
Yeah,
I mean, he did say might delete later. You don't think that matters?
You should have kept it. Yeah. Kept it in your diary, bro.
Then you premeditated deleting it?
But he did say the people were basically expecting him to respond. So the pressure from, like, you got to respond. He's like...
That's what made him do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we all know Cole will crack under pressure. For sure.
That's what I just
we all know he'll crack. He'll tell on you.
I got nothing to do with this.
Yeah. Cole will tell on you for sure.
I still want that verse. Thank you.
He did that because niggas gassed him up. And
so check me out in that space though. I was reading, we was talking research, and you said you do talk a lot about mental health throughout your music and all that different type of stuff. So how important is stuff like that in a space where it's like, oh man, I really don't want no smoke with my boy.
Exactly.
But the people expect me to say something. In your artistry, have you ever struggled in that space to kind of put out what you want versus what maybe people expect from you?
Definitely. I think as soon as I started doing a little bit of Afro beats, so I was mostly like hip hop. When I did start doing
what was this hip hop like? Like you, I thought you were doing Afrobeats forever since you started. What? So how was your hip hop? Like Lauryn Hill hip hop? Like what was your hip hop? That was crazy. Like where were you rapping about? Like what were you talking about?
I have had some blogs say it was like a Lauryn Hill, Princess Nokia type of vibe.
Okay.
I do have Training Wheels, which was my second record ever. It's like a boom bap hip hop.
I gotta go listen to this stuff.
You got it. There's One in a Million. There's Homo Sapien. Okay. You should check it out. It's like you gotta take your time and just like.
And you want some smooth? So it was that smooth hip hop. I know what you want.
It's smooth.
Okay, then you just do the Afro beats. First of all, Afro. I like. That music makes you feel so good. Okay. I almost can't control myself. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I grew up around it. My mom was a big reggaeer out at the reggae clubs. She met my dad at the reggae club.
Oh,
So, you know,
nice.
we went to the reggae and African festivals and stuff like that coming up as kids. So like I said, that's that's music that I don't listen to it daily, but it's implemented in my life for sure.
What kind
Like
of artists do you listen to?
the mainstream ones.
Of course.
Yeah, but that's hey, but I listen to the mainstream ones, but then also I listen to a lot of them who I don't know the names.
Okay,
like
I
I've been
get you.
around that
I
my
get you.
whole life since a kid. So my mom in the house, my dad's house, like so even if I hear something that I've never heard now, I might not know who that guy is, but I'm going to move to it. I can't control myself. Like it's something that is a part of me, whether I know the artist or not. Like if it's a lot of songs that I hear that's Afro beat and Afro hip hop, and I just download it. I don't even look at the name. I just download it, and I got a smooth playlist. That's what I call it, and I throw it on my smooth playlist.
I got a smooth playlist.
Yeah, I got a smooth playlist. It's called smooth. It's a lot of oldies, a lot of dusties, a lot of smooth up tempo pop type, a lot of smooth shit. You feel me? It's a collection of music.
Sure,
I'll show it to you. I'll bump phones and we can share it.
Okay.
But like I said, so it's dope that you do that because, like I said, I can't. When I hear that type of music, it's so the rhythms are just so. You listen, you listen to the words, but you're more so vibing with the rhythm, and the rhythm already catches you before you even I don't even know what they be saying half the time, but it's just
Do you speak any Yoruba?
None. I'm so American.
Okay,
yeah.
I figured.
So Nigerian American. Yeah. But people know that I'm African though. They've met my father, they've met my people, so they know. But I'm just, hey.
We gotta get you to this concert.
For sure.
We gotta get you outside with the African people.
I'll eat some fufu in the stew and I get busy like that. I don't know what my daddy to be talking about. And I be wondering if they be sneak dissing me sometimes.
They probably do.
And they don't probably. It's for sure.
I know
it's
them
for
niggas.
sure. They be and they some funny guys. I was listening to them. They funny. And I get the vibe. Like I say, I've been around it my whole life. So like I said, the fact that you do the type of music you do, I'm a fan already. Like I said, I listen to songs. So like I said, I'll be putting you in my smooth playlist.
Yay.
So you've made it to Boogie Smooth playlist. I just want to let you know that.
And so in that space, future plans with your artistry, what is it that we can expect from you? Where can we get up with you?
I'm dropping a couple songs this summer, some vibey, smooth Afro beats. I am also working on my EP for next year. For right now, you can follow me on Instagram, Drie_, and that's DRIE_. YouTube, Apple Music, Spotify. Follow me on Spotify because I need to get my numbers up.
For sure. We need to push our Spotify more too. I feel like we just pushed the Apple Pod for real. We need to get our Spotify together.
Sure.
I'm gonna have to get in the stew with y'all too, man.
All right, come on now.
I goddamn it got that
We
shit.
need to bring the Africanness out of you.
Yeah,
because right
for
now
sure. It could come out on that music tip. I feel like I could do that. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like I said,
I mean, are you Yoruba?
I am.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so, yeah,
Congratulations!
Yeah, man, you just snapped.
I mean, yeah.
I'm a part of that.
So
like
you definitely got it. You could definitely make good music. Yoruba people make good music. So.
And in that space, closing us out with a precious perspective. You used the word Drie earlier, overstimulation. Understanding that we live in a culture now where we're constantly overstimulated. Social media, TV, outside, everything is so engaging that I feel like as an artist, sometimes you can't even process what it is you want to talk about, or what it is you want to talk about, where it is you want to be, how it is you want to express yourself. So in that space, I appreciate artists who share their stories and share their not necessarily always struggles, because ultimately by them expressing it and resonating with the next person, I think that's what a lot of artists thrive on and off of. And so in that space, understanding we all need a break. We all need to take that time to self to find where it is we best express ourselves as artists and recharge and regroup. And so in that space, Drie, thank you again for coming through. Boogie, you got anything else for us?
I told you all I could tell you at the beginning, but I'm gonna tell you again at the end. This was a special show for
For
me,
sure.
for us, hopefully for you. We expect to be in tune forever now. As far as we want to know when you got things going on, we'll let you know when we got things going on. Bring artists, we'll come to support. Like I said, I just want to say, like I said in the beginning, I appreciate you. This is the first time, not the last time, and thanks for having us. Well, thanks for coming and bonding with us. And this is another episode of Bonding with Boogie, and we're out.
Peace.
Hey yo, it's your girl Queen Drie, and I just wrapped up with Boogie and Precious, and I'm gonna give you a little snippet, a little something. All right, this is Woman. Slick back weave with the phasals on. Full I need braids with an afro tongue. 5-star bitch when the camera's gone, but he can't stay gone. He be back in the morning. I buy my own diamonds and I buy my own rings. And if I'm in the club, then I buy the whole drink. Never need a man for a motherfucking thing. Only hit a slime when I'm feeling lonely. Real bitches up. That's Woman, and you can find it on Spotify, Apple Music. It's Queen Drie, Woman. Yes.